So you're probably a young guy who's trying to get his life together, and you're scrolling through YouTube and you see a video of like Hamza's or Iman Godzi telling you to go on a monk mode. And from what you understand and what I'm going to tell you is, a monk mode is where you lived a very disciplined life. You wake up at the same time, you take a cold shower, you do your daily tasks, and you repeat that every single day. At the same time, you're completely cutting out bad habits, such as watching YouTube, going on TikTok. If you're drinking or smoking or anything like that, you also quit that. So that's your understanding of what a monk mode is. That is what it is. Overall, a monk mode is supposed to get you to your goal of self-improvement, because currently your plan and what you've been doing recently is not working. Sitting on TikTok and on YouTube and playing video games all day and eating junk food is not working to getting to you to where you want to go. Someone like me, I realized this about a year ago, and you can go back on my channel about a year ago. I started this channel and I started doing a dopamine detox plus a monk mode type of thing. So what I did is I completely cut out every single bad habit at once, and I had a very strict schedule. I would wake up, take my cold shower, I would eat my breakfast, do all my work, eat all my meals, go to the gym, exercise, and then there was no room for anything else. It was a very quick cut decision. I went from being someone who would consume dopamine and consume all of these bad habits all the time, and then suddenly in a day I completely switched it. And I'll tell you that a year ago, you'll see on my channel, I did YouTube videos for 3 months where I was on my monk mode and I was really productive. But then after a while, there was a complete lapse in videos. I didn't upload anything, and that's because I kind of fell off. I got back to my old habits like that. Now recently, in the past 3 months, I've been uploading a lot more on this channel. And over the past 3 months, I've been doing a monk mode, but I've done it slightly different than what all these mainstream YouTubers will tell you, where you need to cut out everything all at once, have a timetable. What I'm doing now is very different, and I will still call it a monk mode, but with some different iterations. And if you're somebody where you go on monk mode or you try to be productive for some stretch of time, and then all of a sudden you crack, and then you just go back to your old habits. It just takes one YouTube video, it just takes eating some junk food, and then suddenly you're back to your old habits and you're in a downward spiral. And that's what I experienced about a year ago. And so I want to share with you what I've been doing over the past 3 months with this new monk mode protocol. And I'll explain why I haven't quit. Over the past 3 or even 4 months now, I have not given up on this monk mode. I've been extremely consistent, extremely disciplined, a lot more than I was 3 months ago, and I've been doing it different. And so I'm going to tell you the difference, and I'm going to show you how this can help you and how you should do a monk mode properly. So 1 year ago, I decided to go on this monk mode, and the main issue was I cut off everything all at once. I went from watching YouTube all day, not eating enough food, no good hygiene, not being productive, not going to the gym that much, and I decided all of a sudden to make a quick switch. So from one day to another, I was all of a sudden waking up early in the morning, eating breakfast, going to the gym every single day, and I kept up with this habit for about 2 weeks. And after the 2 weeks, the pressure built up so much where I just went back to my old habits and I started watching videos, and ultimately I lost self-trust because I had tried to do something productive in my life and it failed. And now that it failed, I can't trust myself to do it again, so I just spiraled down for a few months into bad habits. So that didn't work, and maybe you've even tried to do something like this, so you're looking for a new solution. Recently, over the past 3 months, I've decided to do something a little bit different. So in the beginning of January, I had a lot of bad habits. I was watching a lot of YouTube, not exercising as much, not eating as much, not doing as much work. Overall, I was not productive. And I told myself, look, what you did last time did not work. Going all in on something and completely cutting out everything did not work. So I said, okay, I'm going to start small. It's going to be hard, and I have to have a lot of patience. This is going to be a long journey. So I said, first, every single morning, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to take a cold shower, no matter what. Now, for the rest of the day, I could do anything I wanted. If I wanted to go and watch YouTube for 24 hours, or if I didn't want to go to the gym, or if I just wanted to lay in bed, that's fine. But at first, I had to take a cold shower every single morning. Without fail, that's it. I can do whatever I want after that, but I have to take the cold shower. And I made it such a big deal in my mind that if I did quit this cold shower, how much of a loser could I be if I couldn't do one thing? Just one thing. The rest of the day I could be lazy, so just do one thing. So I told myself, okay, I'm not going to be a loser every single day. I have to do this one thing. And so for 10 days in a row, I completed it. I did a cold shower every every single morning. Now, I wasn't productive. I'll tell you, I wasn't doing all the productive habits. I was going to the gym sometimes, but every single day I had that one thing. I have to take the cold shower. And if I did it, I was pleased with myself. And then after a few days, maybe 10 days, I was getting a little bit antsy. I was realizing this cold shower, just taking this cold shower, you know, it's nice that I'm taking it every day and I'm building up this self-trust, but I need something more. I need to complete another task or achieve something more in my every single day if I want to feel like I'm accomplished. So I added just one more thing. I said every morning I'm going to wake up and I'm going to walk outside and look at the sun for 10 minutes. This is something that Andrew Huberman recommends, that if you go outside and you look at the sun for 10 minutes in the morning, it will boost up your energy. So I said, okay, that's a new thing. I'm going to go outside, look at the sun for 10 minutes. I'm going to eat my breakfast. I'm going to take a cold shower. And after that, I can do anything that I like. And so I did that for a few days. I would wake up, look at the sun for 10 minutes, and take a cold shower. And then for the few days, I felt really accomplished because I knew I could trust myself. I knew I could do these two things and everything else I could do, but I had to do these two things. And the fact that I could stick with something, just even this small habit for just a little bit, it gave me that self-confidence. Okay, look, I can stick with something. It means I can stick with anything. And so every few days, I would add on a new habit. So the next habit I did was I have to go to bed before 2 a.m. No matter what, I have to go to bed before 2 a.m. I can wake up at any time I want, but I must be closing my eyes and going to bed at 2 a.m. And so the cycle repeats. I do those three habits, and I'm happy with myself. And as you can see, as the days go by and the months go by, I'm building up this momentum. Sure, I don't have a lot of habits. I'm not really achieving too much, but I'm building the habit of trusting myself. I realize that no matter what, I'm sticking to these habits. It's very small, but I'm sticking to them. And now I have gotten to the point where I have stuck with looking at the sun for 10 minutes, eating my breakfast, taking a cold shower, and always going to bed before 2 a.m. And just with that habit alone every single day. And now you can look at where I am 3 months from now, where I'm going to the gym regularly, I'm getting all my calories and my protein in, I'm waking up every single morning refreshed, I'm looking at the sun, I'm taking a cold shower, and I'm doing more work. I'm making more YouTube videos, I'm doing more things in my business, I have more ideas for business, and I have a lot more hope for life. And most importantly, I have not given up. After 3 whole months of doing this monk mode-esque type thing of where I'm slowly building it up, the fact that I have not given up or I have not slipped up once gives me the upward spiral to keep going. So when you're going to see me 9 months from now, you're going to be looking at an unstoppable force, because think of how many habits I can stack up over all these months and where I have the total iron will to never let go of doing a habit, because I'm doing it slowly, not all at once. So basically what I'm telling you is, if you're going to go into monk mode, it's a lot easier for a lot of these YouTubers and a lot of these successful people to tell you their opinion, which is to completely cut out everything all at once. But you have to understand that they're talking from a position of being in this game for many years. They have been on their self-improvement journey for many years. And what they won't tell you is that everything really started with a small habit, meditating for just 1 minute, taking that one cold shower every day, going to every single workout every day. It starts with the small habits, and then you can build it up. And if you can build up the iron will for every single day with just one habit, then a few months down the line, you'll have built up something so amazing. Now, this does require patience. You need to be patient, because when you're starting out, you're not seeing success. You're just taking your cold shower and then you're sitting around being lazy. And you're thinking, oh well, I'm not seeing too much progress. But you have to realize that the progress is not in the material things or the things that you're accomplishing through your habits. The progress that you're making right now is through the trust in the habits that you're building in itself. Instead of building habits to improve your life right now, what you're doing is you're building a habit of building habits. And so ultimately, it will take a little bit longer, but you'll see that you sticking with something every single day is going to make you super fulfilled. And I suggest that you do a monk mode like this. Every few days, when you're feeling a little bit down, or you feel like you're not accomplishing as much as you should be, or you're not as fulfilled as you should be, just add one more habit, one small thing, because you might be tempted to fully go in, wake up in the morning, take the cold shower, eat the breakfast, go to the gym all at once. And you can do that for a little bit, but what you'll end up doing is quitting. So if you just add on that one little habit, then you'll be able to go for another stretch of time where you're fulfilled. And then at the end, you're not going to be fulfilled as much because you've been doing the same habit. So what you need to do is just keep stacking the habits, and soon you'll find yourself in a very, very fortunate position. So if you guys are going to be on the same wavelength wavelength as me, and you're gonna do what I do on this monk mode, I suggest you go down, join my Discord, and you'll be able to tell me your progress, and I'll tell you my progress. And I'll talk about future videos and future upcoming projects, and we can talk about our journey and my unique style of self-improvement. So yeah, if you took any value, thank you. Hopefully I'll see you again. Bye.